Cricket is a game of power, competition, emotions, and of course, the gentleman's game. Once a World Cup gets started, every country and their supporters get thirsty for the mega trophy. And there's a 4-year gap between every one-day international World Cup and a 2-year gap between every T20 international World Cup as well. But before these mega events start, every country tries to host these mega events because they bring a significant economic boost along with the opportunity to showcase national pride and upgrade infrastructure. But these are superficial matters, that's why I'm going to let these common things be here. The matter that can be discussed in depth is how would a country gain control over the second major sport in the entire world. The sport of cricket has a known history beginning in the late 16th century in England. It became an established game in the 18th century in the country and developed globally in the 19th and 20th centuries. International matches have been played since the 19th century and formal test cricket matches are considered to date from 1877. The Britishers invented the game, wrote the rules of the game, wrote the constitution, and spurred the game in their colonies. Natives too showed interest in this game because the sport was competitive. English created the World Cup to grow the game. And when the 1975 World Cup performed better in terms of finance, again the Britishers hosted another World Cup. At starting, there was one and only England to host a World Cup, because this was their creation and they believed that only we could understand how to host the Cricket World Cup. But the only country at that time was India to prove the Britishers wrong. The One-Day International World Cup of 1983, the underdogs Indians versus mighty West Indians. At that time, the most important thing for India was to win the 1983 World Cup. But imagine how could be it possible to beat the West Indians, who were winners of first two World Cups of 1975 and 1979, by a team with no record at all. It was just unimaginable to beat the West Indians by Team India. Guess what? India just did the impossible. India beat West Indies by 43 runs and won the 1983 World Cup. The unbelievable consequences of 1983 World Cup shocked the entire world. Now, this was not just a World Cup trophy for Team India. Instead, it was the turning point for the whole of cricket. Just after winning the World Cup, BCCI, the Indian Cricket Board, claimed that we, India and Pakistan, wanted to host a World Cup. But the England Cricket Board strictly refused and said that it was beyond your authority. But India shows no moment on her stance. BCCI proposed that each and every country could host a World Cup after every 4 years. And when other big teams like Australia and New Zealand thought about this proposal, they also stood with India. And finally, India and Pakistan hosted the 1987 World Cup. From that time, India gained much control over cricket. BCCI made an Asian tournament for Asian cricket teams over which ICC had no control. BCCI admin Jagmohan Dalmia stands as a candidate in ICC elections for upcoming chairman and he won as well. In 2007, BCCI made the Indian Premier League and with the IPL, BCCI became the richest cricket board in the world because IPL nowadays makes at least $16.8 million from every single match. And now, instead of ICC's control over BCCI, BCCI gained control over ICC. ICC is almost controlled by the big three, England, Australia, and currently the most powerful cricket board, Indian Cricket Board. South Africa, Pakistan, and other teams stood against these big three, but it was too late for them because now these big three have gained 70% control over the ICC. Now, the one and only country that can defeat these big three from stealing and killing cricket is obviously America. And you know what? America won't need to steal cricket because she will own it. Because America knows well how to bring cricket from Asia to America to Europe. Europe as a region has the most number of members of the ICC, with 33 in total. Just imagine there are 12 full members of the ICC in the entire world. America has also participated in the 2024 Cricket World Cup as a host country. America will own cricket, that's for sure, but it could take two things, time and money. Everybody knows that America never lacks money. And if we talk about time, so there are 33 European cricket teams. And within few years, these 33 teams could be full members of the ICC. And if it actually happens, then America and Europe will be regions with the most cricket teams and will actually gain full control over cricket. Till now, America has made MLC, Major League Cricket, and trying to promote it in less time. Currently, IPL is the richest league in the world of cricket and second richest league in the entire world. Every country has its own league, but not as popular and rich as IPL. The main reason behind that is the lacking of good and popular players. You know what? BCCI has banned every Indian player from playing matches in other leagues because they don't want to see other leagues successful. If you think a little bit, same is the case with IPL. In the cricket world, Pakistan has also gained popularity due to the presence of good and popular players, and the Pakistan Cricket Board also doesn't allow any Pakistani player to play an IPL match. And you know what? Everyone wishes to watch Pakistani and Indian player against each other. Like now, in T20 World Cup 2024, a single ticket for Pakistan versus India match reached up to $20,000. Guess what if American League, MLC, invites each and every player from the entire world, including Pakistani and Indian players, and pay them with greater amount of dollars, so that no player can deny the offer? What do you think, which league will be popular and richest league of the entire world? Obviously MLC. As you know, cricket is currently full commercial and America will take full advantage of its MLC. And with time, they can also build a stronger team for the international cricket. And once again, cricket will not be in the hands of an Asian country. America will gain full control over cricket. And like before, England will again stand against BCCI, because England is also in a European region, and why would England wants to keep the ICC's control in the hands of an Asian country, especially in the presence of the America? So the full advantage of this controversy will go to America, and without having a stronger team, without having a stronger influence over cricket, America will own cricket.